tải được ở trên trên mạng chúng ta sẽ có thể là gì nữa.
Anh ơi, sao hết đá bóng rồi mà công ty em vẫn còn nghiêng.
Ta có ấy nữa.
Chẳng giỏi gì chỉ làm trò.
Làm cho.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, Gatska Mendieta has twice been voted best midfielder in Europe, Jim.
Well, he likes to take command of everything from central midfield, Peter, but he's also got a great engine, which allows him to drive forward relentlessly. I think he's one of the great all-round midfielders of his generation.
Absolutely. Seedorf. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Aguero. He's having a pop! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Cruyff wins the duel this time. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Shot a goal! Ah, there was a decent attempt in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, super find. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Now that looks a decent ball. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Now it's Hullet. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thinks about the... and Cruyff! Well-timed, excellent interception. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And this is Aguero. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's had it taken off him. Rodri. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Seedorf. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for the run. Silvestre cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Girassi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Nantes definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Girassi dominates aerially so often.
Nancy have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And he's had it nicked away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great work on the overlap. He has found the way through, and he shoots! Cruyff into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rodri. Kaka. Hullet. Now Kaká. It's a quick ball upfield. And no, that was never going to make it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Could move up a gear here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Cruyff. Now it's Aguero. Vieira gets a foot in here. Oh, they can break here. And it's made its way to it. Big chance! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Nantes are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nantes are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He has a look up. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he was quick to react. That's good running with the ball. Nantes appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And they've got rid. Look at the space here. Can he get it through?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Changement pour Nancy. Le numéro 5.
It's their second corner of the game.
22. Kaka. Le numéro 11. À leur place. Le numéro
And now
6.
they can spring out of defence.
Le numéro 13. Le numéro 9. Changement.
Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Chance here to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely shaped ball. Rafinha.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great ball, and he's in here. Hullet ploughing through the middle. Hullet! Brilliant! A finish of true class. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
It's Aguero! Goal! Nantes! Into the lead once more. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Applies the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Aguero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Keeper has taken decisive action. He's found a way through. Cross to the back post.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And this is Hullet. He's got away. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Nossi really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's Seedorf. This is a promising build-up. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? And this is Drogba. Now that is a hefty challenge. Rafinha, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always, always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Desai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kaka running with the ball, and he welcomes it in. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, right place, right time. Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Wan-Bissaka. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Has a look and plays it forward. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He has a look up. Cruyff. Oh, they can break here. Kaka going face to face with his great rival. Can he get it through? Cafu. Nancy are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Look at the space here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Cruyff turns back here, probably the best option. And Sylvestre. That is a great pick out.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And they're quick to get it back. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, super find. He's having a hit! Vieira. Rafael Varane. Kaka powering forward here. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Cruyff. Spread out to the left. Cruyff. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Real chance! Goal, Nancy! The first significant strike.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Nancy are in front now, the game's only goal. Yeah. And the shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Nancy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one. He's having a shot! And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
Pretty robust defending.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Kaka. It's a pretty loose pass.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Italy are down to 10 men.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from...
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Looking to play him in, spread it left. Dembele. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Vieira proves too strong. Looking for options for movement.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Varane cuts out the pass. Ferdinand. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Best. It's run loose, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And a chance! Oh, what has happened here?
Nancy are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram has given away a free kick. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck.
Oh, he's all alone! Decent chance! Goal, Nancy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Nancy leading now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Rodri does really well there, he is strong. Hullet, out towards the flank. Silvestre just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Mbappe. Taken back almost at once. Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Nancy heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So what can they conjure from this one? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Kaká. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Best. And Silvestre. Now that looks a decent ball. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Short changes him with that pass. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's managed to get free. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Silvestre. And he's being shifted off it. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Not the most accurate pass. Good ball, good take. And it's made its way to him. No way through. Threads one in. That's destined for the flank. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Nancy are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're off again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Best tries to play it through. Cruyff, who's set up 1 goal so far. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaká. Rodri. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Kaká. Nice control. He's picked his way through. And that is a superb rearguard action. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Arsenal dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution.
Nancy can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Owen getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, that's fabulous. Aguero! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Nancy have their second corner now. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Bonucci spots it and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Rice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Corner number 2 then. Varane can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Aguero. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he is deftly away. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he's not getting past him there. Well timed, excellent interception. Driving forward, knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Aguero. Now it's Owen. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There you have it. The referee says that time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. Azar. And here's Hullet. Rodri. And it's Cruyff. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Hullet. That is good strength. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out of play for a goal kick. Hullet is there, and he can pick it up. And here's Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now that's well seen too. Cruyff. Ambitious ball here. Oh, played right into his path. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Quarter of an hour played. That's a good run down the left. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And he's intervened well there. Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pressing high and with purpose, and that's gone loose. And here's Hullet. Very nicely done. Silvestre. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Vieira. And this is Cruyff. Ball comes in. Good read, needed to be. Pass somewhat off target. It's a threatening ball. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a... And the shot! Goal, Nancy! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Varane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Nancy have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Lam. Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Hullet. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. It's a pretty loose pass. This looks promising. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Little pass back. Hullet. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. That is so good, such sharp skill. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, Mbappe! Goal, Nancy! And Nancy are in front.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries a shot! And that's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Nancy are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Mbappe, and this is Ibrahimovic. Thuram cuts out the pass. Nancy have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaká. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Oh, he's burst through! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Hullet. Ball is over the line. And Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rodri. Vieira. And it's Lam. And this is Hazard. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe, and this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And he's stuck it away. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of... Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Vieira. Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. Cruyff. Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Nancy are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Passes short and sharp. Lovely. Great chance! Off the post. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And they're back on the ball again. Kaka. Rodri. Rodri. And here's Schneider. Hazard. He might be in here. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Hullet. Good pressure, determined, intense. Hullet. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Rodri gives no quarter whatsoever. Mbappe. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira. Hazard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's being urged to shoot. And he's managed to get free. Rodri. Opts to play it back. Hullet. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ibrahimovic. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2. Pepe. El dorsal 11. Cambio de jugadores.
And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram. Nancy are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pepe. Rodri. Rodri. A player who needs no introduction.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rummenigge. Rodri. Hullet has created one goal already. Hazard. Rummenigge. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a little off target. Rodri. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Lahm. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Hullet. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. Good read, needed to be. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Nice interception, well timed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Schneider. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Seedorf. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Schneider. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Aguero. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example. Hence,
there's the shot! Rodri knocks it out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Lovely feet. Threads one in. And that's an excellent interception. And that's a good-looking ball. And it's Rodri. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? No way through, so back it comes. Raul proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Hullet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Goal, Nancy! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Nancy penetrate first. It is a truly precious, terrific effort! He will be livid with himself. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Totti. Tries to play it through. Chance! There's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Hullet. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Hullet. This is a promising build-up. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's fabulous. Here it is. Chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Distributed tidily. And here's Mbappe. Now the ball's gone astray. And here's Cruyff. He is through here. Great chance! Goal, Nancy! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Nancy with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mbappe gets into a good position. looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Takes a shot! Oh, well spotted, had to be at his very sharpest there. Mets have their second corner now. Roll! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Hullet, looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nancy looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Cross goes in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kaká. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Always going over the top. Oh, terrible pass. Opts to play it back. Chance for a shot! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Rafael Varane. Cruyff, given the lift of his goal. And it's Cruyff. Rodri. Space for him to turn and look. Has to go back here. Beckham deals with that. And for the first half, that is that. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Nancy ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And so the action is resumed. That has ended up in no man's land. So much time and space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cafu pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Looking for options for movement. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cross needs to be good. Neuer claims it safe hands. And here's Nunez. Oh, cracking ball. It's Totti! And for a moment, time stood still. Mets are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nancy can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Silvestre receives it in a wide position. Beckham. Nunez receives it in a good position here. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? We've got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Now that looks a decent ball, and that's a dangerous ball. Cruyff. Now Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Totti. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Rooney. Totti. Cruyff. And they can counter here. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Silvestre picks it up out wide. Silvestre is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Changement. Le numéro 8.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Le numéro 19.
So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Changement.
And here's Aguero. And here's Aguero. He's having a pop! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Nancy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rafinha, and it's Seedorf. Nice sequence of passes this. Owen! Fantastic from Michael Owen! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're back in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate... It's... Oh! Dispatched clinically. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is out of play. Serginho. Rooney, never the sort to be shot shy. Nunez's cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha going forward. Cafu. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And a chance! It's loose and... Oh, what has happened here? He's on... Has another go! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Just good. And that is as far as it goes. Nancy proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action.
This game could flip on just how well Trent Alexander-Arnold can combine with his attack. I mean, so much depends on his ability to deliver absolute quality.
And he started his career in central midfield, of course.
Yeah, a position some say he should go back to accommodate the fact that he is always in the opposition half, something that has been experimentally done with varying degrees of success.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram with a fine tackle.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. No way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe. That's tidy. Now he's running away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Looking for a runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. This looks promising. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Hullet. Hullet purring through the gears. Soboslai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And they've got a throw. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
He's picked his way through. Lofted in. Real chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe running with the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Carreras. Throw in. Seedorf. And this is Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Now it's Kaká. And this is Cruyff. Real chance here. Spread out to the left.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gravenberg bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Deftly away. And he's straight offside. He's not got that quite right. And it's Kaká. Now it's Hullet. And no, that was never going to make it. Upamecano. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. This is a promising build-up. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0. He's rising! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Carreras. It's Bernardo Silva. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross flung in towards the middle. Neuer claims it without any fuss. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Goes looking wide. And that interception was most necessary. Nicely weighted ball. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Alexander-Arnold. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Played out to the left flank. Now Nico Williams. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. Soboslai with Soboslai! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corinthians with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kaká. Kaká charging forward, the ball at his feet. Looking for the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Upamecano. Alexander-Arnold. Nice sequence of passes, this. Spread neatly. Kaká conjures time and space where few can. Cruyff. Kaká. Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball. Nico Williams going after that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get it through? Nico Williams wants to run onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! It's a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 11.
Nancy have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Deixando o campo para a entrada.
And here's De Bruyne.
Camisa 9.
And it's
Camisa
Gravenberch.
77.
And this is Inzaghi.
9.
He's played it back.
17.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nicked it back promptly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nancy still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Aguero. He is through here. It's Aguero! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Aguero really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
That's good play. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Bellingham. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Gravenberch. Defending was strong and firm. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano. Kaka. Seedorf. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And this is Adriano. Thuram. Lam. Pirlo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Roberto Baggio. And it's Marcelo. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Marcelo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's got away. Adriano, never out of the action for very long. This looks promising. And the shot! That's put paid to the danger. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And he shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Nossi really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Neither side yet able to find the net. Nedved. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That's going across goal. Corner it is.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Nancy are looking to go forward now. And it's Seedorf. Pepe gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe! Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stojkovic. Lam delivers. Out of play for a goal kick. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And this is... It's Nedved! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. And it's Baggio. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's Kaka. Seedorf. Pirlo. Nedved. To Marcelo. And that could set him on his way. And this is Nedved. And he's managed to... He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Hullet. He's picked his way through. Looking to play him in. Hullet. Big chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this.
Adriano! And it's hit the woodwork and out. This time, surely. Big moment, massive goal.
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Nedved. Lahm. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Roberto Baggio. A lot of space ahead of him. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Wrexham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kaká. He's shifting through the gears here.
Nancy really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Passes short and sharp. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Seedorf. Hullet. Goes looking wide. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Baggio. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. He has found the way through. Great defending, strong and determined.
Changement pour Nancy. Le numéro
Corner
21.
number 3 coming up.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 22. Kaka. Le numéro 15. Sidor. À leur place.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Le numéro 9.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Eto. Attention, changement.
No way through there. Nancy still have the cards to affect this game. He's having a pop! And it's Vieira. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Wrexham surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Stojkovic.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Aguero going after that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. And here's Aguero. It's Aguero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Changement pour Nancy. Le numéro 10.
Corner number 2 then.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 6. Owen. Changement en cours.
They've played it short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now, can he find a finish? And he's running through. Oh, good-looking ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking. Fiore. Marcelo. That's a cute ball. Can he latch on to this? Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Chance for Kanu. Looking for options for movement. Decent chance! And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
And it's Beckham. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Lahm plays... Oh, good effort! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bonucci. Rafael Varane. Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Over to the other side. Azar. And Mateus. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bonucci can clear it away and claimed it back swiftly. Hullet is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Kaká tries to play it through. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Hullet. Kaká! And a neat finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Après 18 minutes de jeu, part le numéro 22, Kaká. Kaká. Kaká.
Nancy restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And here's Hullet. Bale. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. And it's Rodri. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Lahm. Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. And back to the keeper. 15 minutes till half-time. Desai with a definite foul there. Vieira. Rodri. He is just caressing the ball. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Looking to play him in, and this is Beckham. Getting up there! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Barcelona have their lead. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nancy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Lahm wants to run onto this. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it. Can he get away? Azar, who is rarely short on confidence. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Beckham. Lahm. It's a searching pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Varane with the clearance. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And that's gone loose. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that signals the end of the first period. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Nancy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
A probing pass. Oh, super find. Might be dangerous. It's Bale! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty...
Bullet! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Nancy cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Azar, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Nice-looking ball. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, what has happened here? Lahm delivers.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Beckham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Searching pass he's played there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Kaka. Driving forward. Oh, well played. And he's quick to get rid.
Changement pour Nancy. Le numéro 11, le numéro 10, le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 9.
Now it's Rodri.
Le numéro 5.
And it's played
Le
in.
numéro 6.
Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
Nancy really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Aimed beyond the defence, just eases him off the ball. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Stood up well to him there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Aguero. Passing is crisp and sharp. No way through, so back it comes. Rodri. That's tidy. Looking for options for movement. Deftly away. Taken back almost at once. Nancy now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Aguero. Good ball, good take. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bonucci.
Nancy really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now, can they get it back? And that has left him in a heap. And that's a good ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Beckham has the space to scheme. That's going to go a long way. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the...